So an update on the back issue. I went to the doctor and they checked me out. She had a little press of bits of my spine, and it's actually a sore bit to actually touch. I had a little bit of stretching of the legs and just showing my immobility and stuff like that. They reckon that it's also to do with a strained muscle at the same time, as well as squeezing down on the actual spine and the sciatic nerve going through my butt. She pretty much just said, here's some badass painkillers, and take these and see if these, help. And if it's still an issue within 2 or 4 or 6 weeks, come back and we'll do something else. She also gave me a whole pile of literature and stuff to read about, like what kind of painkillers, how many painkillers, exercises to do, and whether, what would be necessary for getting tests and stuff like that, like if you had a tumour on your spine and all that. She checked my reflexes and all that kind of stuff. So she thinks it's not showing damage, it's just pain. So I kind of thought the question is like, is pain not sometimes a good thing, that you kind of had to, like, pain helps your body know where there's an injury and it can help heal you. But they're totally on the impression of, no, just get some painkillers and just get rid of the pain. So she gave me some stuff which she said I can take on top of my ibuprofen as well. And ibuprofen, 400 milligrams, roughly 3 times a day, which works out every 8 hours, and this other stuff, I can't remember what it is, but you can take that 2 pills of these every 4 hours or something as well. I'll read the instructions a bit more carefully when I get them. But what it did say is, don't really take them if you are driving, as they can make you drowsy or a little bit dizzy. Just now, I've had them, I had them about an hour or so ago, and I am feeling good. Like, that along with my ibuprofen, I'm feeling like a little bit like I've just had like maybe a gin, maybe 2 gins. That's kind of how I feel. So definitely don't want to be doing this, don't want to be taking this first thing in the morning. But the fact is, I can walk just now, and without hobbling, which I was doing this morning. So I'm like, that's awesome. However, what I should say is that I took it and I was like, I'm feeling a little bit tired. Maybe I'll just rest my head for a little while on this pillow. Bang! Straight to sleep. So I think these drugs may be good for definitely having in the evening or somewhere, but certainly not when I'm in work, when I have to go and drive around places or anything, because I think that's possibly, I'm sure it says that on the instructions, do not take with when having to operate heavy machinery, including a car, I would say. But that was so pleasurable to just wake up and go, I can move without going everywhere. So quite happy with these painkillers at the moment, but we'll see. The real response is whether taking away the pain helps me do the exercise, which helps get rid of the symptom, or will it just disguise the symptoms, the pain, and not the cause? You know what I mean. So we'll test that out for a wee while. Fuck. Okay, oh Christ. This is the morning after I just did that last video which you just saw there, and it's still not quite working. Trying to put my socks on there, as you may have just seen, not really happening very well. But what I do have a little opinion just now, is that maybe painkillers will help get rid of the pain. That doesn't make any sense. May get rid of the cause rather than just the symptoms, because I think what it could have been, whenever I was doing the squat, I may have strained a muscle in my lower back, but with that straining is suddenly maybe like a spasm, and it would have like tightened the muscle, which would have squeezed down on the vertebra, which would have squeezed down on the disc, which is causing the herniation. And so maybe it's the case that actually taking a proper dose of painkillers means that your body isn't in a constant tense feeling of, oh, this is going to be sore, this is going to be sore, this is going to be sore, and having everything really tight. And maybe, because I'm taking ibuprofen, which is an anti-inflammatory, which should help the actual bulge itself, and if there was any swelling around the muscle which was keeping it tight, maybe that would help there. But maybe just taking the painkillers, which I've only taken a couple of ibuprofen this morning because I don't want to take any of the more powerful codeine stuff before I go to work, because it says do not drive if you're taking this stuff. So I'll take that stuff once I get home. So I'm going to see how it works for the rest of today to see how it goes. But certainly they knocked me out. I was straight to sleep whenever I took them last night, but I felt like I had a better night's sleep. But yeah, woke up still kind of going, oh, this sucks ass, and still hobbling around the place. But I'm just getting the impression that maybe pain can be the cause of pain. As in, oh, I've got pain, body constantly tight and rigid, and muscles are like squeezing down, just going, oh, don't bend over because this will hurt. But maybe if you kind of go, oh, I have no pain, muscles relax, without being a muscle relaxant, more just a psychological relaxant, and therefore you're able to just your body's able to recover and repair once you've actually just got rid of the worry of the actual pain that you're having. So yeah, I've always been a person that's always thought, yeah, pain is good. Pain sends signals to your brain to tell you which bits to fix, and you know, every so often you should deal with pain. And I just don't really take very many painkillers or anything that I hurt myself with. Like cold baths, hot and cold stuff, Ralgex, stuff like that, that's all good. But maybe this is a case where actually, yeah, painkillers actually may help. Actually help, rather than just cover up the symptoms. Maybe. What's your experience been with it? Cheers, bye-bye.